Hello, I'm Rob Phillips, and welcome to my channel. Do you feel like your life is moving at a million miles an hour? Do you feel like you're always in a state of doing, never in a state of resting? If you're like most people, the answer to that question is probably yes. And so today I'd like to give us a practice that's going to remind us of the natural sense of calm that we all have, the natural sense of stillness that's always there beneath the surface. And our Yin Yoga class will be a great place to find this, as well as a great place to open up and to relax the body in a physical sense. As always, if you enjoy these videos, please consider giving a like and a subscribe. For class today, you're going to want a blanket and a couple of blocks. And if you want to go even deeper into the practices of Yin Yoga and mindfulness, please consider subscribing to my newsletter or taking my free course. I'll have links to both in the description down below. For now, though, let's go ahead and get started here in a comfortable seat. So maybe you'd like to sit up on a blanket, maybe you'd like to use some props. I'll even go so far as to say if you'd prefer, you could start on your back, but one way or another, find your way here. Get yourself grounded and situated. Hands could be on the lap, they could be on your thighs. Once you've found this alignment, you can close your eyes and begin to arrive here. Begin to land and settle here. Knowing that as we first close our eyes, as we first make this shift, it may be that there's still a lot of restlessness in the mind. It may be that there's still a lot of residual activity going on for you. Understand that none of this is a problem. It's not something we need to stop or change. But what we can do is make a practice of stepping back from that, making space around any restlessness or frenetic energy. And to help us drop in just a little bit deeper here, let's take a gentle inhale breath through our nose. Gentle exhale breath out our mouth. Start to feel that wave of calm wash over you. Start to feel that sense of settling and grounding. And scan through our body and begin to soften any obvious points of tension or gripping. Start to feel as things gradually open up for us here. And just allowing yourself a few more slow breaths to drop into this, to really settle into this experience, whatever form that may be taking for you. And let's take a gentle inhale breath through our nose. Take a gentle exhale breath out our mouths. And begin to lower down our chin and begin to open our eyes. And so from here, you can gradually begin to extend your legs. Let them relax, let them release and shake out. And from here, we're going to start in butterfly pose, which is how I start many of my sequences. Today, though, we're going to bias it just a little bit differently. So rather than having the feet further out, you can actually pull your feet a little bit closer in here. So they don't need to be like super tight, but it's drawing in so there's a little more connection with that inner line of the thighs. Please be kind to your knees. If you feel any weird or unpleasant sensations there, you're going to want to back out or adjust. You might even consider grabbing your blocks to place under the legs here. Beyond that, you can rest your hands onto the blocks if you're not using them under the legs. And either way, we'll take an inhale breath to invite some length. We'll take an exhale breath to release here and to come into our fold. So just feeling a sense of settling, feeling a sense of really arriving here. Aligning the body so that the edge of intensity is reasonable, meaning you're coming deep enough to feel that the pose is affecting the body, the pose is doing some work for you. But well before the point that those sensations get intense or sharp. As you find your edge, we let the body relax. We let ourselves come into a relative stillness. And we feel the sense of just being here, of just observing and connecting. Noticing any tightness so that little by little we feel the sense of space. We feel the sense of opening, letting go of whatever we may be holding on to. Begin to tune in to what this feels like and just appreciating that while the pose shouldn't be aggressive or intense, it's not always easy. There can be some restlessness. There can be some pushback. And I truly encourage you, rather than seeing this as being a problem, to be instead an opportunity to let things be. Soften any tension in the shoulder. Soften any tension in your back or your face. Feel the sense of the physical, because by noticing where we're at, by feeling that direct, intangible connection, we start to get a sense of the possibility of just being where we are, of letting go of our normal, kind of busy or frenetic energy. We can feel the breath as it moves. We can feel our body as it gradually relaxes. And we can feel the possibility of tuning into the calm that's already here beneath the turbulence, beneath the restlessness of things. Now though, let's take a final complete breath like we are. And slowly begin to come up and out of your fold, and take a moment to relax the shoulders, to relax the neck and the back. You can release and extend your legs, let them move, let them reset for a few moments here too as well. From here, we're going to shift. We're going to find our way onto our belly, but we can do just kind of a realignment of our blanket. So I'm going to recommend that you take your blankets and you open it up fairly wide. We're going to be using this to cushion our knees in a minute. In fact, actually, you can fold it over a second time beyond that too. If you'd like, you can also as well turn sideways on your mat if you'd prefer, whatever seems like it's right for your body. But either way, find your way into the pose. You can rest the hips on top of that blanket. Extend the spine forwards, release the legs backwards. And take a nice minute or so here to pause. Take a minute or so to land into this. Feel where you're at here in this moment, body and the breath. And feel perhaps how by making this physical space naturally a certain sense of mental calm or mental space can begin to arise in the body as well. And let's take a nice deep inhale breath through our nose. Take a big exhale breath out our mouth. And here we're going to press our way back, and we're going to shift into a wide kneed version of a child's pose. So that blanket you just set up should be ideal for padding the knees, for giving yourself some cushion, some space. Begin to gradually separate the thighs here so you'll feel that release on the inner line of the legs up into the hips, groin. We're going to do the twisting version here. So as you crawl your way forwards here, once you're there, you can start to thread your left arm underneath so that you rest onto the outer shoulder, the outer cheek. The right hand could release forwards and in front of you, or it could release onto your back. Keep in mind, if you need to add extra props beyond what I'm showing in my demo, please support your body as much as you need to. Be mindful, especially of sharper sensations in the knees. And make sure that you can breathe comfortably here, even though there's a bit of a twist. You might feel slightly pretzel-like in this moment, of course. And so as you find this alignment here for yourself, let the body relax and start to feel the sense of dropping in. Start to really feel the sense of settling into this. Noticing the earth beneath you, noticing your foundation, and inviting the sense of stillness to become kind of the main quality here. We can always tune into the physical sensations. We can always feel the body and the breath. And through noticing the physical, through noticing the tangible here, we continue to come back and reconnect in the present moment. We deepen our connection with what's already here and now. And so let's take one more complete breath, just like we are. And slowly begin to unwind that twist. And to shift and come back into center. Let's take a little pause, extend your legs long. I'm just going to flip around so I stay facing the camera for the second side too. But as you come forwards, consider, if you'd like, taking your arms by your side, resting on your right side cheek. Or, of course, you can just rest with the forehead on the hands. That could be fine as well. But either way here, line yourself up so that now that you're here, you can just rest and be. Feel any sense of space or lightness, just knowing that while we're in the pose, we put kind of a gentle stress on the body, or gentle force on the body is maybe a gentler way to say that. But as we come out, we can feel that rebound. We can feel the reset from what we've just done. So truly feel that here for yourself and take a few nice slow breaths. As you're ready for it, let's set up into our second side of this. So you can gently start to press your way back. Again, you're going to come into a wider kneed expression of child's pose. So just separating the thighs, feeling that release on the hips and the groin. From here, you can start by extending forwards, but then we're going to dial in that rotational element, that twist. So start to thread your right arm underneath, resting on your shoulder, resting on your cheek. The left arm could remain in front of you here, or if you'd like, you could reach that hand kind of around your back, hooking in here. You can even hold on to your pants or your thigh, perhaps, if that's available for you. Either way, you're going to rest the weight of the body onto that arm. You're going to feel that little pull on the shoulder, twisting. And again, let the physical sensations be what ground you. here in this present moment, here in this experience. Can you let go of the need to try and get somewhere? Can you let go of that pull to try and make something new or different happen? Can you instead enjoy the simplicity of truly being just where you already are? Feeling the natural calm, feeling the clarity that's here beneath the surface. Again, take final complete breath here like we are. Carefully unwind your twist. Carefully extend and release your way forwards. Arms could come back, maybe rest back on your other cheek, or maybe rest on your forehead like I usually do for my demos, but either way, find a pose that's neutral. And in that neutral shape, take a few deeper breaths to truly invite the energy to flow and circulate. Truly be here to connect with this experience. And take a few nice deep breaths here to really invite the energy to rebalance. Be here for maybe 5 more breaths. Nice pause. Let's take a deep inhale breath through our nose. And take a big exhale breath out our mouth. Here, we'll use our hands and gently press our hips back to find a child's pose. To round, to release, and to reset there. From here, you can slowly begin to sit yourself upright. As you come upright, take a moment to relax the shoulders, the neck, and the back. And we'll set ourselves up here into a seated position. So grab a hold of a blanket and just use that to elevate, use that to lift. Fold over to make that cushion for yourself. And come into your seat right here. So extending your legs out and in front, just letting them relax. You can shake them out for a moment if you would like. We're going to keep our left leg straight and take our right foot inside to come into half butterfly. Knowing, of course, you can always support this knee. The foot can be closer or farther, depending on what feels right for your body. I'm going to grab my blocks here, kind of like I did for the first pose, just to give myself some support, to give me some feedback on the way in. But either way, take a gentle inhale and find your length. Take an exhale to move forwards, to find your edge. And just remember, especially in a forward folding shape like this, that there's a sense of equilibrium you're aiming for, right? You want to be relaxed enough that you settle into the pose. You want to be spacious enough that you feel open in the body, that nothing's getting pinched or collapsing. So truly let yourself feel all of that here. Tune in to that here. Relax and let go. Sense and feel the natural calm beneath the surface. What's it like to simply be here, just as you already are? Take a final complete breath here, like you are. Slowly, as you inhale, begin to raise up. And take an exhale breath there. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck and the back. Release that other leg, let that relax, let that reset too, and just kind of shake it out. Let's keep our right leg as our straight leg. Left foot will come inside. And again, adapt this, adjust this as you need to for your body. And set up your blocks here, give yourself, give yourself some support as you need. And take your gentle inhale for some length. Slow exhale to ease into a fold. Again, find that intersection between length versus round in the spine. Find an edge that's reasonable, that's not too intense, not too mild either, kind of right in that sweet spot. So that now that you're here, you can be here without needing to get anywhere different. Rest and find the calm and stillness within this. You can let go of any of the many things you may still be holding on to in the body or in the mind. Take a final complete breath, just like you are. Use a slow inhale breath to raise up and relax the shoulders and relax your forward leg. Kind of shake that out. Take a moment and extend your other leg too. You can relax and shake that out. Let's shift and let's make our way all the way onto our back. So you can lie down flat onto the floor. You feel nice maybe as you first lie down to roll the knees, just kind of shift and see what feels good. And then let's take a pause. So take just a few moments, take just a few breaths here. Feel where you're at in this moment. Feel the body, the breath, and really all of that. And take a few more slow breaths here. Take a deep inhale breath through your nose. Take a big exhale breath out your mouth. From here, we're going to set up on our back for a pair of twists. So you can cross your left leg on top of the right and stack the knees there. Take a gentle inhale breath here, and slowly, as you exhale, roll the legs over to the right. Open the left arm out onto the floor. I'm just going to rest it there. And dial this in so this feels good, right? So you may need a prop under the legs. You may need to adjust how tight or how loose the legs are crossed, or even uncross them. But one way or another, ensure that you can really relax here, that you can really drop in here. And so that as you drop in, the body responds over time. We settle into a natural sense of stillness. And we give ourselves permission to simply just be here as we are. Take a final complete breath here as you are. Slowly begin to draw the legs back into center. Undo the cross. Take a moment to shift and to sway. And pause here for a few moments. Take a few breaths to settle and feel the reset. Feel the resonance in the breath and the body. Let's set ourselves up here for our second set. So here now, as you're ready for it, begin to cross your right leg over the top of the left, stacking the knees. Again, you can adapt and adjust this as you need to, but from here, take your gentle inhale breath, and slowly as you exhale, roll the legs over to the left. And as you dial this in, please fine-tune, please adapt this as you need to. Right shoulder is relaxed on the floor, the belly is relaxed, and give the pose the time it needs to feel that settling, to feel that unwinding. And take that in here for yourself for these next few slow breaths. Take a final complete breath, just like you are. Slowly, you can inhale and wind your way back into the center. Uncross the legs, shift and reset as you would like to. And then gradually begin to set yourself up for a final Shavasana. So extending the legs out onto the floor, opening up through the arms, and of course, making sure you feel comfortable, making sure you can settle for just another minute or so here, but always wanting to take our time to find this neutral pose, to find this clean slate. Dial this in, close your eyes. Scan through the body just one last time and make sure there's no more sense of effort or control. Make sure you're truly resting and letting the floor here support you. One last time, let's take a deep inhale breath through our nose. And open up our mouth to exhale and let absolutely everything go. For the next minute or two here. Just take a final few moments like you are to connect and to tune in. And feel what's rebalanced in the body and the mind and all of that. And just gradually beginning to find movement, beginning to get things going again. Walk in your legs, roll things, shift things back and forth for a few moments. And from there, find your way all the way onto your side. From your side, gently press your way up into a comfortable seat. And just take a final moment here to pause and to connect. So noticing quality of mind, movements of the breath, everything that may have shifted through your practice, and joining hands in front of the heart. And as always, my thanks to each of you for sharing your practice, and may our practice bring benefit to all beings. We bow. So, again, thank you so very much, everyone, for joining. And as always, if you have thoughts or observations, do let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you are not already, please subscribe to my channel. And as I said, if you want to go deeper into some of these practices, please consider either subscribing to my newsletter or taking my free course, The Embodied Mindfulness Method. There are links to both down below.